Colonel Ward has arrived as the third Marquee for the era of the New Republic. For some reason, CG just does not want us to have an actual dedicated leader for this team, at least not a proper one. But how does she actually perform in the Coliseum, and is she worth using? With the changes to the recent era shipment store in Coliseum, maybe now's the time that we choose to focus a little bit more on this game mode to earn good rewards. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, the bald-headed one himself known as Scribe. How the devil are you doing? And welcome to your daily dose of swagger. That was a long sentence there. So, Colonel Ward, Colonial Ward, Colonic Irrigation Ward over here. She has dropped to the holotables just yesterday. Quick public service announcement, ladies and gentlemen. If you have purchased the Episode Pass Plus, as stipulated in previous eras, if you buy the Pass Plus, you actually get 2 lots of shards, which will be enough to take your characters from 4 stars, well, from 3 stars to 5 stars in their Marquee period. Now, the problem is, the reward with the free 20 shards is not actually dropping for a couple of hours yet. And I think it ties into when her Marquee day refreshes. So we're actually going to miss out on a couple of shards here, potentially. I'm not sure. I've not done the math. But a lot of people have contacted me directly saying, hang on, hang a banger. I bought the Pass Plus. I'm not getting the extra 20 shards of Colonel Ward as well as Carson Teva. You are getting it. For some reason, it's just delayed by like 24 hours. It's apparently dropping in like 3 or 4 hours, and this is up for 6, so there should be a small window of time, essentially, where you do get the extra shards. So, you know, keep that in your back pocket if you're worried about it. You will get the shards, don't worry. I've spoken directly with CG devs on this. It's coming. It's coming, all right? Cool. With that out of the way, Coliseum, everybody's favorite game mode. I've done a little bit of testing. You can see I'm currently rank 10 inside of my Coliseum arena shard, and I'm there by the hair of my chinny chin chin. 11th place over here is an individual known as Sky, 81, 79, 79, 74 on all of the units over there. What am I rocking? I'm rocking 80 across the board. I can act extra levels, and I've got 70. So technically I'm punching up, which is nice. I'm holding on to these levels because I don't quite know where best to invest now. Who's going to be the best person to try and get to 90? Because usually when you start getting up through the levels, you're better off looking at the ability upgrades to see what they bring rather than the raw stats. Unfortunately, none of the people that we have right now are attackers, and attackers is really what makes the difference, in my opinion, to Coliseum rewards. All right, now there is a really cool ability over here. Whenever another New Republic ally uses a special ability, R5 will assist. That's a really, really big boost in damage. A constant assist from R5 will make a meaningful difference. So I kind of want to get him up to the next level. Where is it going to be? It's not even this, is it? Oh my gosh, it'll be all the way down here, is it? Oh my god, yeah, it's a Zeta. So you'd have to take him all the way to 125, which most people are not going to get. So unfortunately, that kind of sucks. Anyway, I have done a little bit of testing, and there are 2 teams that I've run to get decent rewards. Now, I'm not sure which one it's going to be. First one, I've been using a General Syndulla lead. Now that we have 3 units that are all New Republic, I decided we could try and use a New Republic leader. It doesn't really bring a whole lot to the table, but it's better than nothing. You know, it does interact with Zeb's unique over here. Zeb Aurelius has 35% evasion, gains 50% crit avoidance, 5% max health and protection for each New Republic ally. She is a New Republic ally, so she's adding to that. All New Republic allies are going to gain protection up for the rest of the battle whenever Zeb taunts. So there is that. Well, no, sorry, that's at the start of battle. So there is some interaction with additional New Republic. Let's just jump into the nitty gritty, okay? I'm using Captain Drogon because he's a great way of increasing our damage output over here. So all of my units that are Marquees are level 80. I do actually quite like the fact that Hera can, you know, strip turn meter, you know, if he doesn't resist the turn meter strip over there. Also, whenever she basics, she will call R5 to assist, which is quite nice. I'm not going to do the cleanse right now because I like the cleanse for when the Crate Dragon is actually underground. Let's go ahead and use second special from Zeb, put it on Drogon, get that offense up, and then I'm going to place our first Keen Stratagem on R5, Every time he calls to assist, he does a little bit more damage, thanks to Colonial Ward over here. I think it's this unique that she's got. Whenever support healer armor is damaged by an enemy ability while an ally is taunting, Ward afflicts the enemy with evasion down. That's fine. Here we go. Whenever an enemy dispels retaliate, New Republic allies gain 10% offense when attacking enemies out of turn. So we do have a retaliate from that first special. So there is an opportunity there for us to gain additional offense. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. Now, when this little dude goes under the ground like that, I like to check to see if R5 is going to get another turn. It doesn't look like he does, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here, basic it, and hope that he takes another turn before the crate. Didn't look like he does. That's unfortunate, because if you can get that first special up, get the retaliate on when he comes out, you will reflect a decent amount of damage. We do want to get some debuffs on him. Got the burning over there. Burning lines. Go ahead and pass some buffs. Let's see. Let's just basic here. Call in R5, which is nice. A little bit of extra damage. Yeet, yeet, skeet. Let's just basic. Excuse me. Something tickling my throat there. All right. Let's just keep going. 22% so far. Not fantastic. We can call in R5, which is nice. A little bit of extra damage. Let's just do a basic. And once again, let's tag this over onto Drogon to get that offense up. And then I think I'll place in Stratagem over here on Zeb, calling in him to assist for extra damage. Basic, and we will basic once again with Hera, calling in R5. And we'll just basic. He's going to go underground now. We should get a turn with R5 before he pops back up. We'll use that first special. We'll put that retaliate on everybody, reflect some of that damage back. That's what we are going for. Try and get some debuffs on him. We've got heal immunity down there. I don't want to waste that second special, so I'm just going to call in our little R5 to assist. And over here, we'll use this special. Boom. Throw that on. Retaliate over here. Whenever this character is damaged by attack, deal 20% of the damage received back to the attacker. Now, they do take reduced damage from this, I believe. So it's not going to be the full whack, but 47 went up 2%. That's, in my opinion, that's worth doing. That's worth doing. And whenever he's counter-attacking now, he's reflecting. So we'll try and get the turn meter reduction. Didn't work that time either. Stupid potency checks. Alright, Zeb doing Zeb things, which is nice. Looks like we're going to lose Hera in a second here. Oh, whoops, that was a misclick. Let's go ahead and cleanse the days off R5 so that when we use the basic with Hera, we get a wonderful little call to assist with R5 over here. R5 doesn't have his ability off cooldown, unfortunately, but he does manage to loop. He manages to loop. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on Zeb to get that taunt and that defense up. We'll call in R5 to assist. Wonderful. Just a basic, and then we'll apply retaliate. 60%, 71%. Booyah, baby. That's how we roll. Oh, we actually got a new high score at 73%. Go us. Go us. So that was with a General Syndulla lead. I'm going to try out now using a Momo lead, which is what I have been using in the past. Gives us a little bit more survivability. So we'll swap out General Syndulla and we'll grab in Little Miss Momo. See if we can get a better score again. Alright, same as before, with just a little bit of extra survivability and a little bit less damage. A little less conversation, a little more action please, Scribble. Alright, we'll go ahead, put Keen Stratagem once again on the R5 unit. Second special from Ward. And then we're just going to basic with Momo. Always going to basic with her unless, ladies and gentlemen, unless we can revive a unit. Which sometimes does happen. Hopefully we get that extra burning on. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and cleanse off all of this. I don't like having that poison effect on me. It's not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Keep basicing over here. I don't think we've got Keen Stratagem. No, not yet. I'll probably place it on Zeb once again when we get the opportunity. Looks like we can get thrown up on. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's just basic it. And once again, getting the offense up. Thank you kindly. And Zeb will once again get Keen Stratagem. We'll start plowing in some damage. Heal it up, Buttercup. The Dragoner is about to hide. There he goes. Get Retaliate on. Or Provoked, rather. Not Retaliate, that's the other one that we had. Let's drop it like it's hot once again. Heal up a little bit, and then I'll put the Retaliate on, even if 2 people are going to lose it. Oh, actually, Zeb will keep it. Oh, no, he won't keep it. I thought it was for 2 turns. It's not. Only 3% damage there. Not ideal. Looks like we're probably going to lose Drogon now, and then we'll revive with Momo. Let's get the revive. Wonderful. Get the offense up. And do I place this on... See, it would be quite useful to put it on Momo, but I actually think putting it on Colonel Ward over here is probably the better choice, just because we've got more relic levels on... Relic levels? We've got more error levels, apologies, on these extra units here, rather than on Momo, who's got lower levels thanks to being a loaned unit. Heal up. Basic, this is a perfect setup where it's R5 right before the dragon pops out. 63, 72, 9% damage increase there. Looks like we've hit a new record. Looks like Momo is still going to win the day over here. Now, this could have been RNG, I'll be honest. Could have been RNG making the big difference here. We may never know. But it's given me a couple of extra percentiles, so I'll definitely take that. 76%. It's just basic for the extra damage. 77, 78. Oh, Zeb hanging in there. 80%, new threshold. Let's go, baby. So yeah, looks like to me Momo is still queen of my heart right now. Let's just do this for funsies by Zeb. Wonderful, wonderful. Love to see it. Love to see it. There we go. 550 extra of these Mark IV Dawn ability modules. Overall, I do think that if you are in that position where you can increase your error levels on your Marquee units far beyond what you've got on your loaned units, it's going to make a big difference. So, yep, they seem to do quite well under Momo. I do wish we had Carson Teva, just so that we actually had a leadership. Because even, like, what level abilities have we got right now? Even level 6. Let's assume he was around level 80, right? A level 6 leadership. Start a battle, New Republic allies gain 50% accuracy and crit damage. That'll be nice. Whenever an ally counterattacks, that enemy is exposed. Whenever an ally counterattacks, the enemy is exposed for one turn. Whenever a New Republic ally counterattacks, that ally deals 50% more damage. Whenever a New Republic ally resists a debuff, they gain 100% potency. If there is an allied New Republic Galactic Legend, which there isn't because we haven't got the new Mando yet, or are no other Galactic Legends in the battle, whenever a New Republic ally counterattacks, inflict the target enemy with a stack of On the Run. Whenever a New Republic ally counterattacks, they gain 10% offense. You see, this would make such a huge difference to our progress that I wish we had Carson Teva. Honestly, I don't know why, thematically speaking, he's the leader. Doesn't make sense to me. But hey, I'm not here to make sense. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully that was a little bit interesting to you and helpful to you people at home. If it was, please do leave a like and a comment down below telling me which team you use, what's your scores, what's your air levels, and how'd you like a packet of chocolate hobnobs? Because I do think they are the king of biscuits. I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the force be with you.